Manga-Waido.
My name is Takayuki Miura, 32 years old. I work in the sales department of a well-known trading company. I've been working for a lot of corrupt companies, but this is the first decent company I've come across. However, there are bosses and senior employees who don't fit in at any company.
Hey Miura, you haven't compiled the documents yet. What are you doing? You just hanging out at the office?
I'm sorry.
Damn it, you irritate me. Why don't you talk more confidently, huh?
I'm so sorry.
That's why you can't get contracts. Who would want to work with a timid, hesitant salesman like you, huh? Get back to work. And you too, what are you looking at? If you don't want to end up like this guy, get back to work.
This is Chief Tominaga. He's my boss. He's a good salesman who's managed a number of big jobs. However, as you can see, he has a very bad mouth towards his own people. Frankly, I was sick of seeing this guy's face already. But everyone was nice except him. And it's too risky to leave the company again, at my age in the first place. I guess I'll just have to put up with him for a while. Then one day, I was called by Chief Tominaga during my lunch break. I went to the office with trepidation.
Hey Miura, you're single, right? I promised the daughter of a friend of mine that I'd find her a good partner. You interested?
A good partner? You mean like a relationship on the premise of marriage or something?
That's right. Men change when they have a family. It'll be a good time for you to get your act together. By the way, this is her.
What? She's cute. There I saw a beautiful woman who was too good to be true for me. Then came the dinner along with Chief Tominaga. We dated for 6 months, greeted each other's parents. The process went very smoothly, and Ruka and I decided to get married. At the wedding, Chief Tominaga made a speech, and his colleagues made it a lot of fun with entertainment.
Your coworkers are very cheerful and fun people.
Yeah, they're all good people. Chief Tominaga is scary, but he's a good person. He's the one who introduced me to you after all. Ruka was so beautiful in her wedding dress. I promised myself that I'd build a happy family with her. They say when you get married, you see a side of that person you didn't notice when you're dating. And I think that's true. For example... Huh? Oh, this marinade is kind of sweet.
What? Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I got the salt and sugar mixed up.
And other things like this.
Here, Takayuki. Barley tea.
Thanks. Right, this is a noodle broth.
What? I'm sorry.
Ruka is a cool-looking girl. Everyone sees her as a proper person, but despite her appearance, Ruka has a lot of loose ends. But I loved Ruka, including all her flaws. Oh, don't do it again, okay? I worked hard and Ruka took care of the house. Married life was good. Yeah, that's right. Until that day. I was in charge of washing dishes that day. Huh? It's unusual. Ruka didn't bring her phone to the shower today. Just then, Ruka's phone received a call. I looked at the screen to see who it was. Ryuji. During the course of our relationship, Ruka didn't have any male friends. She only invited her girlfriends at the wedding too. So that bothered me even more. I wonder who this Ryuji is. She even put the heart after his name. The phone kept ringing. I decided to answer it. I'd seen Ruka enter it many times, so I knew the passcode.
Hey Ruka, it's been a while. I got a little lonely. That's why I called you.
As I was unable to say anything, the person on the other end seemed to sense something was wrong and abruptly hung up the call. It's been a while? Lonely? Did Ruka tell that person not to call her? Why? Is she cheating? After thinking about it, I realised it was a waste of time. So I secretly went to a private investigator. If there's nothing going on, that's fine, but this is for when there is. The result, she's guilty. Your wife is having an affair. What? Are you serious? Ruka's partner was an executive at a company in his 50s. Here is a photo of the evidence I captured the other day. From my research, it appears they've been in a relationship for quite some time. It was an older man and Ruka entering the hotel arm in arm. The relationship had been going on in secret. I won't forgive you. With her cuteness, I hated her 100 times more. I prepared this and that and set up a meeting with Ruka's parents for the three of us to discuss the situation. When I slammed the results of the investigation from the investigator together with the photos, Ruka's parents turned pale and apologised to me.
I'm sorry, Takayuki. I'm so sorry.
I've always thought that she was a volatile girl, but I never thought she'd cheat on her husband.
The way my father-in-law said it made me even more angry, because it sounded like he was talking about someone else's issue. After that, my mother-in-law contacted me and called Ruka over to her parents' house.
Sorry, it was out of impulse.
What are you talking about? You've been having an affair before we got married. You thought it'd be fine as long as you didn't get caught, didn't you?
I'll sever all ties with him once and for all. I promise, I won't do it again. Please forgive me.
I'll talk to your father and mother again. Ruka, stay outside. I'll let Ruka remove herself from her seat, and I face my in-laws once again. Ruka seems remorseful. It would be a waste to end the relationship when we've just become a family. That's what I think as well.
So, will you forgive Ruka?
Because everyone makes mistakes. However, there is a condition. You must sign this contract. You can't say anything else.
What? This contract? That's a bit much.
She said she won't cheat on me anymore, so there should be no problem with any kind of promise, right?
Yeah, that may be so, but, you know.
Understood. Hey, honey, let's trust our own daughter.
Father-in-law, who was persuaded, signed the papers. I'd prepared for him. After that, I also had Ruka sign the divorce papers that I got from the city office. That's it. The next time you commit an act of infidelity, it's time for me to submit this to the authorities. Okay?
Yes, understood.
Ruka apologised to me many times in the car on the way home. I was getting fed up with it. Everyone makes mistakes. I make mistakes all the time at work too, but really, the next step is divorce. Don't do it again.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
At this point, I was convinced. She's not sorry for what she did, at all. After that, it was calm. I forgave Ruka, and Ruka put in even more effort in taking care of the house. But then one day, Ruka asked me anxiously, why? She noticed that my personal belongings were missing from my room.
Are you still suspicious of me? Are you thinking of moving out?
No way. I'm just cleaning up. I believe in you. You have to trust me too, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, this is a cleanup, but it's a cleanup with my life on the line. 6 more months passed. Ruka and I had regained our pre-cheating freak-out rapport. Ruka seemed relaxed and even seemed to think that our marriage was stronger after going through those incidents. I was trying to make her feel that way. Ruka seems to be all back to normal. It's about time. I went to the private investigator again. The result was, she's guilty. Your wife is having an affair. I knew it. As expected. Here's the photo evidence. Again, she was photographed entering a hotel with a man older than her. Your wife is the type to make the same mistake over and over again, isn't she? Yeah, you're right. What? Right, this man... I completely understood how much of a fool I really was. And then immediately summoned the in-laws, confronting them with all the evidence. Please call Ruka. I have some errands I need to finish, so I'll be out. The errand I wanted to finish was to move my belongings. I called a friend from my school days that I've been in touch with for a while. Yes, me, about the thing. Yeah, that's right. And thanks for your quick response, I'll take care of it for a while. Yeah, bring it in. I took my luggage to my friend's house, then went to the government's office to finish what I had to do, and then back to Ruka's parents' house. Ruka was there crying and greeted me at the door, kneeling on her knees.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. It won't happen again.
You both remember, right? You pay me 20 million yen in alimony?
20 million? What do you mean 20 million yen? Dad! Mom! Hey!
You idiot. Because of you.
I trusted you.
Yeah, we made a deal that day. If Ruka ever cheated on me again, she would pay me 20 million yen in alimony. I handed the documents concerning the wire transfer to Ruka's father and said coldly, "Now if you'll excuse me, I doubt we'll meet again."
Please listen. I don't want a divorce. I can't even think about it.
It's too late. I just filed divorce papers at the city office. Goodbye, Ruka. Leaving a sobbing Ruka, I quickly got into my car and drove away. I didn't go to the apartment where I lived with Ruka, of course, but to my friend's house where I brought my belongings. I don't care about Ruka anymore, because my head was already full of thoughts about my next target. I'm going to pay you back for everything you've done. It was the next day at work. I went straight to Tominaga's seat, didn't even say hello, and slammed the photo down. Did you hear from Rika? This is you in the picture, right, Chief?
Miura, let's not do this here. There's people around. Let's do this outside.
No, I won't go outside. Why don't you stand tall? Why don't you just say it? I made a subordinate marry a woman with whom I was having an affair with. Everyone, I'm sorry for all the congratulations you've given me. I got divorced the other day because my ex-wife was having an affair with Chief Tominaga here.
Miura, shut up. What nonsense?
I hired a private investigator to verify it. We have plenty of photographic evidence. Chief Tominaga and my ex-wife have been having an affair for years. A discreet, body-only relationship. They continued it even after my marriage. I will never forgive this power-harassing, adulterous boss. I will fight him firmly. Everyone, please help. Lend me your help. I raised my voice as loud as I could for the first time since I joined the company. My co-workers responded with applause. Everyone in the department was fed up with Tominaga's arrogance, and as I expected, not a single person was on his side. I left the company that day, watched over by my colleagues who urged me to do my best and win. At a later date with my lawyer, I succeeded in formally extracting a payment from Tominaga. The alimony fee was 3 million yen. Considering Tominaga's extremely malicious behaviour, I would have liked to get more, but my lawyer said this was the best amount to settle the matter. A few days later, Tominaga disappeared from the company. He was not strong enough to continue working against the whole company. I heard his wife and children found out about the affair, and the family, already in a state of disintegration, decided to finally leave him. Rika, on the other hand, apparently went to work to a faraway place, famous for its red light district, to earn money for my alimony. Furthermore, her father works as a late-night security guard, and her mother works part-time, and the whole family seems to be living a hard life. Well, all I can say is you reap what you sow. Now they know what happens when you make a quiet man angry. My name is Natsuki Kazama. After graduating from college, I started working for Kazama Security, a company founded by my father. As the name suggests, the company's main operations were security for office buildings and commercial facilities. My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps. I didn't really have anything I wanted to do in particular, and being a security guard is lame, but I was lucky that I didn't have to go job hunting. I got a job as a security guard in an office building, right after I joined the company. I thought I was lucky to be assigned to an office building because I heard that commercial facilities have a lot of problems with lost children and shoplifting. I thought all I had to do was sit in the security office and watch the monitors. But this job wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. I had to stand outside in the middle of summer, and it's hard to patrol the building because it's so big. There are also night shifts. To make things worse, there are people who look down on us security guards and say terrible things. This is that jerk, Makita. Hey, it's dirty here. Clean it up, quickly. Yeah, I'll let the cleaning staff know. Huh? I'm talking to you. Get on with it. I'm sorry, I'm in charge of security. I don't have any cleaning equipment. It was a few months ago when we had this conversation. It must have bothered him so much that I didn't clean up. Makita started to get involved with me whenever he saw me after that. Good morning. Shut up. Don't talk to me. I'm sorry. I don't want to see an ugly face from the morning. You're really annoying. He also bumped into me on purpose and said, I'm an elite graduate of T University. I'm different from you bottom feeders. Even if it was just small remarks, it was pretty hard to be told that every day. Why do I have to be the apple of your eye?
Well. People like that are everywhere. Here's your coffee.
Oh, Shima-san, thank you. This man is Shima-san, a veteran security guard. He joined our company after he retired from his last job. He was pretty old, as you can see, but his body was strong, and he was much sharper than I was. He was a role model of security guards.
I guess people like that can only release stress by looking down on others.
It's troubling. I know it's pathetic, but I get down just hearing him.
Just ignore it. There's no need to take it seriously.
Just ignore.
Yeah, just think of it as noise. If you work with pride, you won't mind that stuff at all.
Right. I'll try. Immediately from the next day, I followed Ashima-san's advice. And when Makita said something to me, I just let it go, like, yeah, I'm tired of hearing that complaint. Then, strangely enough, his remarks didn't bother me as much anymore. Ashima-san's advice was dead on. I'm doing my job well. Don't worry about that guy who looks down on others. He must have noticed that I was keeping a cool face. Makita also gradually stopped getting involved with me. I was also getting better at avoiding Makita. Okay, one problem solved. But then one day, there was trouble. I answered the incoming internal line. Shima-san, there seems to be a dispute in the parking lot.
Let's go, ASAP.
Yeah, I rushed over and... Whoa. The first thing I saw was a flashy sports car. And at the center of the dispute was a man who looked like a Yakuza, and that Makita. You're scaring my female employee? Get this car out of here now. Huh? Wherever I park is none of your business. You say so, but this is our land. What? Is this a company you run? No, but I'm an employee of this company. There's a female employee with a pale face behind Makita. Looks like he went for his rounds with her in his car, and when he came back, the parking space was occupied.
Excuse me, this space is reserved for company vehicles, so...
We can't have people park without permission. Could you please move out immediately? Shut up! Don't tell me what to do. My parents are Yakuza. Do you know what happens if you get in my way? Yakuza? Makita, perhaps intimidated by the word Yakuza, is completely taken aback. Makita used the female employee beside him like a shield and slowly backed away. I protect the woman and once again tell the man, please leave the premises, now. Shut up! I'm just going to that restaurant. It'll only be a short while. Just shut up and let me park here. You're causing a nuisance. There's coin-operated parking in the back. You got some nerve sticking it to the Yakuza.
Well, please calm down.
You stay out of this, old man.
Yes, if you move out the way, we will. But if you don't, I'll call the police.
Huh? Do it then. I'm not afraid of the police.
The security cameras have evidence of you parking there without permission. Also, calling yourself a Yakuza to threaten us is a violation of the law. You'll certainly be caught if police action is taken against you. Don't really recommend it.
Then the man, perhaps freaked out by Ashima-san telling him of the risk, said, You better remember that, and left. Ashima-san, you're amazing. I'm sorry I couldn't help. I was too scared.
No, everyone is like that at first. Anyway, is everyone alright?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Wait, where's Makita? Did he run away? How pathetic. I've only heard rumors after that, but I heard Makita was criticized by the woman as a coward who left a woman and ran away. Some women praised us, saying our security guards are so dependable. It was all thanks to Ashima-san, but I thought to myself, take that, Makita. But this was not the end of the incident. The following week, hey, that Yakuza is here again. What? It's your fault for stirring things up. They're here to retaliate. Do something. Yakuza retaliation? No way. Anyhow, I went to the scene Makita mentioned. I rushed to the entrance of the building, and this time, I see a man who looks like a Yakuza boss, and that punk from the other day. But not with the same vigor as before. Just standing there, looking like he's been punished badly. Can I help you?
Oh, security. I heard he misbehaved here, and I've come to apologize.
An apology? When the Yakuza say they're going to apologize, doesn't that mean you're gonna hurt them or something? As I was panicking, Ashima-san appeared beside me.
Oh, I knew it was you. I saw the video from this guy's dashcam. I didn't think it was possible, but it was Ashima-san after all. And you are? I'm Sasaki. Thanks to your help when I was in prison.
Prison?
Oh, Sasaki-san, it's been a while. So that means years. Yeah, this is my son, Tatsuma. I'm terribly sorry about my stupid son.
What's going on?
To tell you the truth, I was a prison guard at that prison. Sasaki's son was incarcerated.
Apparently this man was a Yakuza who was taken care of by Ashima-san when he was working in the prison.
There was a time when I was in trouble in the prison, and a young guy beat me up. At that time, Ashima-san put his body on the line to protect me.
I had no idea.
Ashima-san also helped me in my rehabilitation. Thanks to Ashima-san, I was able to start over and lead a straight life.
I see, but your son said my father is a Yakuza?
Tatsuma, you're still talking that. I told you not to bring up the old days.
No, Dad, it's not like that.
I'm sorry. I want him to live a decent life, but I'm having trouble disciplining him.
Yeah, it's your fault for being a Yakuza. As soon as he heard those words, the gentle Yashima-san's expression instantly clouded over.
Tatsuma, you shouldn't be troubling your father. Or maybe you'd like to go to prison for a while.
Ashima-san, you're scarier than the Yakuza. Makita, who was watching what was going on, was shaking like a fawn. I'm sorry.
You're apologizing to the wrong person.
I'm sorry.
That's alright. Some people do stupid things and brag about going to prison. But nothing good comes out of it, you know. Do you have any idea how hard it is for someone with a criminal record? Once again, I'm truly sorry for the trouble we caused.
Sorry.
You apologize properly.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay as long as you understand. Just don't cause any more trouble. Anyway, Sasaki-san, if you want to raise your son up right, how about enrolling him in the judo class offered at the police academy?
Judo class?
They teach you not only etiquette, but also how to treat people. I train them myself too.
That's good.
Take him with a noose around his neck if I have to.
Oh, come on, give me a break.
You're in no position to be arguing with me. You should be sorry. Shame on you.
I'm sorry, don't yell at me anymore. After that, Sasaki-san and his son apparently started coming to the dojo where Ashima-san attends.
Tatsuma began to dissipate his excess energy through exercise. He's gradually becoming a more honest person.
I see, that's great. Ashima-san is so scary when he gets angry after all.
Human beings are fundamentally good. There's no such thing as a fundamentally evil person in this world.
I thought Ashima-san smiling at me was really cool. Oh yeah, about Makita. He stopped getting involved with us after that. Apparently he's desperate to regain his reputation at the company. Well, it seems he's still struggling with that, since the female employees are treating him with a cold shoulder, and don't even say hello to him. Thanks to the fact that Makita doesn't bother us anymore, we're able to go about our work in peace. Ashima-san, this is the handover file. The contractor will be bringing in the luggage in the evening.
Okay, you're getting used to it. Kazama, I'm counting on you.
Thank you. I'll do my best to become a great security guard like Ashima-san. At first, I thought security work was an easy job that anyone could do. But after working here every day, I've learned firsthand how important it is to keep people safe. My current goal is to become a security guard like Ashima-san, who is unfazed by any situation. For that day, I must protect the everyday life that we all take for granted. Good morning.
I am Togo Amagi. I used to be a Yakuza, but after cleaning up my act, I became a handyman. The day after finishing the weeds, I was about to go home, but I was stopped and invited to have a drink. We talked for a while. No, it's quite late. Oh, Suzuki, you old man, you talk too much. Oh, is that? I looked at the park and saw a woman sitting alone on a bench. She was here at noon when I was passing by. You know, this place is frequented by a lot of bad guys. You better get home.
I don't have a home to go back to.
Maybe she ran away from home. The woman had nothing but clothes on and a small bag. Running away from home? Fine. Come to my office.
What?
I'm a handyman, right over there in that building.
But...
Don't worry, there's a police station behind the office. So if anything goes wrong, just holler. Cops will be right there. Well, I've got no intention of putting my hands on you anyway. The woman was contemplating. If I leave you here, I won't get a good night's sleep. I'll even feed you if you're coming. Hurry up. After I said that, the woman followed, without saying a word. This is my office in my house. A shower's in there, go ahead.
Thanks.
The woman took the towel and went to take a shower. She's probably in the mid-20s, but she doesn't look young because of her dour mood. I don't know what happened, but she must come from a bad family if she's running away from home. When I was eating cup noodles, the woman came out.
Thank you for the bath. It's been a while since I washed my hair, so I feel refreshed.
I see. Wait. Are you Ruka?
What? Could it be Togo-san?
Seeing the woman with her hair tied up, I was startled. I had met her more than 10 years ago. Her name was Ruka Yamashiro. She's Daiki Yamashiro, my classmate's sister. When I was in junior high school, I was fed up with my lousy parents, so I hung outside every day. I hung out with the Yamashiro siblings, who also had parents who were gamblers and scumbags. I believe Ruka was in the 6th grade at the time.
Togo-san, your hair color is different from before, and your build, so I didn't notice you at all.
You saying I got fat? I thought you went to Tokyo with Daiki. Didn't you say you were scouted as a model?
Yeah, but it didn't go so well.
To summarize Ruka's story as she told me, while I ate my instant noodles. She began living in Tokyo with her brother Daiki. There were not many modeling jobs, and they managed to make ends meet while working part-time at a restaurant. She says that although they were poor, they were quite happy to spend their days working together as siblings. But
My brother, he died in an accident.
I didn't know. After Daiki passed away, Ruka tried to live on her own, but she had no money and was about to be evicted from the house she was living in. So she asked the modeling agency to give her a job, even if it was just a small one. Then,
If you're willing to take your clothes off, I'll give you a job.
they told her.
My brother told me not to do those jobs time and time again, so I said I rejected it. Then they made me quit the agency.
I see.
I couldn't pay rent with just my part-time jobs, so I had to move back here.
She snuck back to her parents' house, thinking she could make a little money by selling the stuff she left behind. But she was caught.
I've already sold your stuff.
You need to earn money and put it in the house.
They yelled at her, so she ran away with nothing but her clothes on.
I had nowhere to go, so I just sat there. But I'm so grateful that Togo-san talked to me. Thank you so much for the shower and food.
After bowing her head, Ruka took her luggage and was about to leave the office. Wait, just stay the night. You don't have anywhere to go, do you?
But I don't want to bother you.
You're not bothering me. Well, if you're gonna feel bad, you can clean up the office tomorrow. And cook dinner if you can. Look here.
Are you sure? You're gonna let me stay here?
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do. My office is, dusty, as you can see. Ruka finally smiled. Ruka's face when she smiled was just like when she was a kid. From the next day, Ruka worked diligently on the housework.
Welcome home, Togo-san. I made curry.
Smells good. Let's eat.
Yeah.
Ruka was a good cleaner and cook. Probably because she had been made to take care of the house since she was a child. In between housework, she also seemed to be looking for work, and the office was filled with flyers for job openings. But no matter how many days passed, Ruka still couldn't seem to find a job.
I'm sorry, I can't seem to leave. Can I stay here a little longer?
Yeah, sure. You're making me dinner like this, you've been a big help.
Thanks.
I've always eaten alone, so it's nice to have someone to share a meal with.
Yeah.
Ruka was always smiling in front of me, probably out of consideration for me. It must be hard because she can't seem to find a job. I saw her sighing many times behind my back.
Maybe it's because I'm a middle school graduate with nothing to show.
No, it's just the recession. There's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
And one day, a man came to my office.
Hello, Amagi-san. I bought the income paper you asked for.
This is Nezu-san. He's an employee of an office supply rental company. But I'm getting a vibe that's not all he does. Nezu-san, thanks for coming all the way.
No problem. If there's anything else you need, please let me know.
Oh, it's not about office supplies, but Nezu-san, do you know any good places to work? She's looking for a job. I asked him in the hope that we could get lucky, and his company might have a position for her.
My name is Ruka Yamashiro. I'll do anything.
When Ruka told him how she came to be here, and about her work history, Nezu-san listened attentively. But
I'm sorry, but we have a rule that when we hire, you must have a high school diploma or higher.
Right. On top of only graduating junior high, I've only modeled and worked part-time jobs.
You have modeling experience. If so, that might be just what we're looking for.
What?
This right here. The contents are a little bit apologetic for a professional model, but what do you think?
A PR girl in the shopping district?
Nezu-san hands out a flyer. One of Nezu-san's clients is looking for a female talent to do PR work in the shopping district.
We're looking for someone who can model for our posters and be in a video promoting our store. If possible, we're also talking about having them MC at a festival we're planning to hold in 2 months.
I can do it. Please, let me do it.
There is a screening process, but if you have the background and the looks as good as you do, I'm sure you'll be accepted. I'll be sure to put in a good word for you as well.
Thank you very much.
After that, and thanks to Nezu-san, Ruka was hired without a hitch. I heard it was one of the best shopping districts in Japan, which is why Ruka was quite busy traveling around shooting and holding events.
I got a lot of pictures taken. It's been a while since I've worked as a model, so I was nervous, but it was fun. And I got this much money.
Oh, that's great. You better thank Nezu-san.
Yeah. Thanks a lot to you too, Togo-san. You're the one who introduced me to Nezu-san.
I didn't do much. It's only because of your ability. Later, when I thanked Nezu-san again, the directors of the shopping district unanimously decided on Ruka. It's a testament to her ability. No. It would have been difficult without Nezu-san's help. Seriously, this guy is amazing. A wise hawk hides its talons after all. After that, Ruka went to the shopping district every day and filmed videos advertising the store. I've seen the videos posted on video sites, and Ruka seems to be full of life and having a lot of fun. The number of accesses has been steadily increasing, and in the comments section. Ruka-chan is cute. I'm thinking of going to the shopping arcade to meet Ruka-chan. Seems she is already getting popular. Even at the festival held 2 months later. That's the spirit. She's a model after all. Ruka was a splendid MC on stage. Ruka would save up her paychecks and give some to me as a thank you. Even bought me high-quality meat from the shopping district as a gift. Oh, let's have sukiyaki with this tonight.
Yay! I love sukiyaki.
But the happy moment was suddenly cut short.
Ruka, we've been looking for you.
Dad? Mom too?
The shopping district festival that day was televised by a local TV station. It was also streamed on the internet. These guys must have seen it. Looked like they snooped around the neighborhood and found out where Ruka was.
You're famous now, aren't you? You got a lot of money, right?
Give it to us. Pay us back for raising you.
No! Get out of here!
I heard the exchange from outside the office and rushed up the stairs. What do you think you're doing? Ruka, you okay?
Togo-san, help me! They're asking for money!
Who the hell are you?
You're Ruka's parents. You're both scumbags for flipping your attitude on Ruka now that she's famous.
This is none of your business. She's our kid.
What are you talking about? You've been neglecting her since she was a little girl.
That's right. You didn't even show up at my brother's funeral when he died. What do you want now?
While defending Ruka, I showed them my phone with 110 typed in. You have no right to call yourself a parent if you don't take care of your kids. If you don't want the police called, get the hell out of here.
What?
I don't consider you parents. Don't ever show your faces again. I'm cutting you off.
After that, a policeman heard the commotion and came in, and Ruka's parents fled. Good thing there's a police station nearby. Ruka, you can't stay here anymore. They might come by again.
Yeah, okay. I'll miss you, but I'll do my best. I'll live to make up for my brother.
Yeah, that's the spirit. And so Ruka left and began living on her own. After 6 months, Ruka seemed to be getting more and more work, and began to appear on local TV shows from time to time. Her cheerful and upbeat reporting on a video site apparently caught the eye of someone at the TV station, and she was hired. Ruka would occasionally come to see me to give me gifts. It was so much prettier than when she used to sit in the park in rags. Things going well.
Yeah, I'm busy every day, but I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm happy.
I see, that's great.
You should become as happy as I am too, Togo-san.
You're right. I'll take my time.
If you want, I'll become your wife and make you happy.
What? Stop talking nonsense.
What? I'm serious.
Look, I know you're busy, so just go home. Go on.
Oh, well, I'll be back.
Yeah, come back anytime. I'll always be here. By the way, Ruka's parents. After Ruka moved out, they came again saying, "Where is Ruka? Give her up." Caused a commotion. But for some reason, my friends from the Yakuza days were in the office at the time, and...
Hey, you must be Yamashiro.
What?
Whenever I went to collect, you were never there. I didn't think you'd come to me.
But please, forgive us, please!
Why would we forgive you? What you owe, you have to pay back.
Hey, take these guys.
Right?
Ah!
After that, Ruka's parents disappeared. My friends told me they're far out in the ocean, getting acquainted with crabs. People like them who bum off their own kids need to suffer. I'm still living in this town as a handyman. These days I look forward to seeing Ruka's cheerful face on TV and in videos.
Excuse me.
Nezu-san, thanks the other day.
I owe a debt of gratitude to a professional manhunter. The search for an amateur's location is a one-handed job for him. I'm glad I could be of service.
I am in your debt.
Please, don't mind. But more importantly, Ruka looks like she's doing great.
Yeah, it's all thanks to you, Nezu-san.
Not at all.
Wishing her happiness in the future. Ruka, keep up the good work. I'll be rooting for you from behind the scenes.
I'm Minako Kurose. I work for an ad agency. I was turning 30 in a few years.
Miss Kurose, here are the documents for the next meeting. Can you check them really quickly?
This is Yasutaka Omasa, one of my colleagues. He was always so full of energy. Looks good. Much better than last time. You even updated the data. Good job.
Thanks.
Miss Kurose, can you check mine too? I think it's pretty good.
Wow, looks amazing. Great job.
Thanks.
That's Maiko Kibe. Maiko and Yasutaka started working here at the same time. They've been rivals ever since the beginning, and I was in charge of training them both.
You said mine was better.
No, she didn't. Keep dreaming.
Come on, stop it, you two. You both did a great job. They were always like this. It's kind of cute, though. It's like they're fighting over me. I loved working here. Everyone was really nice. Actually, not everyone.
Kurose, what are you wearing? You look awful.
Ugh, not him again. This is the new manager, Numai. He looked down on women. He spoiled the ones that were young and pretty, but I wasn't that young anymore, and I rarely wore makeup, so he didn't like me very much.
Why do you look so tense all the time? You're a woman. Your dream is to get married to a nice man, right? You should smile more often then.
Right. What's wrong with him? Seriously? It's 2023. Get with the times.
And another thing. So, can I see that watch? That looks so expensive. Oh, Amasa, you like watches too? Yeah, I love them. I wish I had one like that though. How much does that thing cost? Oh, I wish I could be like you someday. Got any advice for a rookie? You're a good kid, Amasa. Well, if you want to be like me.
He turned towards Omasa and started talking to him. Then Maiko came up from behind me and tapped me on my shoulder. Thanks.
Sure thing. Good thing Omasa was able to distract him. Good job on his part.
Yeah.
Why is Mr. Numai like that to you? He's so rude. And he's always dumping his workload on you. You should say something.
I know, it's really frustrating, but I just don't have time to deal with his nonsense. And he takes forever to do anything, so it's just faster if I do it, you know?
Right. Makes sense, I guess.
I wish he'd stop being such a jerk, but what are you gonna do, right? I didn't like my boss, but I liked everyone else, and most of all, I loved my job, so life was good. But then, my boss kept coming at me. It was actually getting worse. Then, about a year later, how did he become manager in the first place? What's wrong with this company? He was starting to get to me. Not sure how much more of this I can take. Then, one day, something happened. Mr. Numai was supposed to call this client of his, but he forgot. As a result, we lost the account. The higher-ups were furious. Someone had to take the fall for this.
I told you to call them, Kibe. Why did you forget, huh? This is all your fault.
What? You never told me that. Stop making things up.
I'm not. You calling me a liar? I'm the manager. Young people these days are so unreliable. This is your fault. You're fired.
What? But...
Hold on. Kibe is brilliant. We need her. You know it. You can't just fire her, sir.
Miss Kurose...
Fine then, you take responsibility for her.
Me?
You're her supervisor, right? This is your fault too. I want your resignation by the end of the day. Get out of here!
What? But...
Ugh. All the horrible things he said to me over the past few years, it was all starting to come back to me. I can't work with him anymore. Fine, I'll quit.
What?
Ah, good!
I decided to leave the company. So now I was out of a job. I was sitting on a bench in a park near my house. I didn't want to stay inside, but what now? There's nothing to do out here. Maybe I shouldn't have been so impulsive. What am I gonna do for work now? I was starting to get nervous. I really liked that job. Where did it all go wrong? I looked up at the sky.
Miss Kurose?
Amasa? What are you doing here? Don't you have work?
I had to come in last weekend, so I took the day off today. What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just thinking about stuff.
Miss Kurose! Want to talk about it?
Huh? He sat there and smiled at me. I decided to tell him everything. I really liked my job. I started working there right after high school. I never liked attention, so I usually kept to myself, you know?
Yeah.
But then Numai came along and now look at me. I'm such an idiot. I don't know what to do anymore. He just sat there and listened to me. He patted me on my back. I started crying like a baby. I felt so much better after a little while, but now I was kind of embarrassed. Sorry, I didn't mean to cry like that.
It's okay, we all got bad days.
My makeup came off. I should have brought my makeup kit.
I know!
Huh?
I got an idea. You should try a new look, and I hope you move on.
Huh?
Just trust me, come on.
Then he pulled me up.
So, how'd you want to do this? What do you want to look like? Cute? Classy?
Classy sounds nice.
Alright.
How do you know so much about makeup?
Oh, my friends and I, we do cosplay sometimes, and that's why.
After purchasing some products, he sat me down and got to work.
This is gonna be great! Hold on, almost done. There you go, all done.
Wow, is this really me?
You look great. Come on, let's get you some clothes next.
What do you think?
Amazing, come here.
I can't believe this is me.
You look great.
I look like a model.
From now on, be who you want to be and do what you want to do. You only have to live once, so...
Yeah, thanks, Amasa. I felt much better thanks to him. A few weeks later, I pulled out all of my savings, called up my friends, and opened a high school-themed cafe. I was a nerd. I loved love comedy animes, especially those that take place in high school. And I've always wanted to have my own cafe, so I decided to give it a try. I renovated the cafe to make it look like a real school. I came up with all kinds of ideas to make it look authentic. I was really enjoying this. I loved my old job too, but this was even better. Starting my own business was a lot of work, but working for an ad agency for several years helped me out a lot. If it wasn't for Amasa, none of this would have even been possible. But then...
Ugh, another 1-star rating?
Is it the same person?
Don't know. You can't write 2 reviews using the same account, so if it is, they must have created a new account.
A few months later, the cafe was doing pretty well, but then we started getting a lot of these low reviews on the internet. What does it say?
Food tastes like crap. It's not even a real cafe. The owner probably opened this place to get with guys?
What?
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Let's just ignore it for now. I reported the review and asked the moderator to have it removed. Luckily, the bad review didn't really affect us in any way. We were getting more customers by the day, and I was starting to think about hiring more people. Then, I got a call from Amasa.
I want to work for you, Miss Kurose. I quit my old job. Hire me, please.
What? I couldn't believe what he was telling me. You know about my cafe then?
Yep, I saw your website. It looks really fun. I want to be a part of it. And if it's okay with you, some of my friends, they want to come work for you too.
Your friends? You mean your cosplay friends?
Yep.
Turns out Amasa's dad owned an anime production company. He was a huge fan of anime ever since he was a kid. Then he met his friend in college who was into cosplay, and he got really into that too. All right, you're hired. You helped me out big time, so...
Huh? When?
You're so sweet. That's what I like about you, Amasa.
Huh?
I introduced Omasa to my employees. They all loved him. Everyone welcomed him with open arms. And his friend, he was really nice too, so I hired them both on the spot. And the customers loved them too. Sales were through the roof. One day, I got a call from Miwako.
Miss Kurose, I want to advertise your cafe.
It was so good to hear from her, and I was just thinking about putting out ads to expand the business, so I wanted her to see the cafe in person first, so I told her to come over to the cafe for a meeting. But then, a few days later...
Long time no see, Kurose.
Mr. Numai? Miwako had this awkward look on her face. My guess is he heard about it and tagged along.
What is this place, huh? Why is everyone dressed like that? It's so weird and creepy. This isn't even a cafe. What the? Oh, it's you! You quit your job for this? Let me guess, she seduced you or something. You're pathetic. Mr. Numai, that's enough. You look better though, Kurose. If you looked like that, I would have never fired you.
You piece of shit. I couldn't hold it in anymore. Shut the hell up!
Huh?
I said, shut the hell up. Get the hell out!
Ah!
You're bothering the other customers. This is my cafe. Shut the hell up or get out.
Ah!
And who do you think you're talking to, huh? I was once the leader of a motorcycle gang, you know. Talk to me like that again and I'll kill you, buddy. You want that? Huh?
What? Motorcycle gang? I'm sorry!
Numai ran off like a coward. You see, the thing is, back in the days, I was a bad girl. I was once a leader of a motorcycle gang. I decided to clean up my act in high school, but changing who you are was easier said than done. That's why I kept to myself. I didn't want to scare people. I've done it now. I couldn't control myself. I probably scared everyone. I turned around and apologized to everyone there, but then...
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was amazing. Huh?
That was incredible, Miss Kurose. I love you even more now.
Great job, Miss Kurose.
They all praised me for standing up to him. So I decided to keep going. It's time to strike back. Everything Numai said was caught on tape, so I sent the file to my old company and filed a formal complaint. I also had a feeling that he was the one writing all the negative reviews, so I got one of my employees to look into it. I was right about the reviews. It was all written by Numai. I decided to sue him for defamation. And having Miwako working on the inside helped big time. Numai ended up losing his job. The cafe was doing great, and now I had fans of my own. I guess the customers really liked my bad girl act. Then, due to popular demand, we started dressing up as bad kids once every few months. I put all this behind me though. It's kind of embarrassing.
Don't be, look amazing! And the way you scared off Numai was awesome! I love you even more now.
Huh? What did you say?
You heard me! Why do you think I quit my job in the first place?
Oh, what? I
always get what I want, so you'll see.
Okay. Sounds good, Omasa.
Stop calling me that. Call me Yatsutaka.
What? No, not yet.
You're so shy.
Anyways, it was a rough couple years, but glad everything worked out.
I'm Ryohei Akamura. Growing up, I went to an old boys' school. I was really bad with girls. I was all grown up now, but I never had a girlfriend, ever. I thought I'd be single for the rest of my life. But then one day, I was at dinner with this woman. And she was super hot. I couldn't believe it. So, what do you like to do on the weekends, huh?
I like to read a lot. Poems, novels, you name it.
Me too! I love books too! So, how did this happen? Well, my grandpa had this company. It was called Waido Corporation. I worked there too, but business wasn't so good. But then one of his friends told him, if your grandson marries my granddaughter, I'll invest in your company. So he set me up with Miwako, his friend's granddaughter. When Grandpa first told me about this, I didn't want to do it, so I said no. But then my parents begged me to go see her. They said this was an opportunity of a lifetime, and that they wanted to see grandkids. They did have a point, and I didn't want the company to go out of business either, so I still didn't want to do it, but I decided to give it a shot. But now, I was really glad that I came. Miwako was so beautiful, and she was really my type. Hey, if it's okay with you, can I see you again? Maybe we can go see a movie or something? My heart was beating like a kettle drum.
Sure. How about next week?
She said yes! Woohoo! So, for the first time in my life, I had a date! Great job! Great job, son!
I can't wait to see the grandkids.
My family was really happy to hear the good news. My mom started crying from joy. Maybe this isn't such a bad idea after all. Miwako and I started going on dates almost every weekend. We went to all kinds of places together. The movies, cafes, theme parks, and so on.
My friend told me about this cafe. She said the pudding there is delicious.
Really? Let's go try it.
Sounds good. It's a really nice cafe, I hear.
She was 4 years older than me. She was really mature for her age. She had so much class. I guess her family raised her well. She never talked bad about anyone. She was always smiling. I wasn't so sure about this in the beginning, but she was starting to grow on me. Maybe she's the one for me. But then, after a few months, I noticed something. She's always smiling, but it doesn't look real. Something felt off about her. But I couldn't stop now. This wasn't just about me anymore. My family was counting on me. I looked up what she liked online and took her to her favorite places. Hey, these are for you! You said you wanted to try these.
Oh, thank you.
She said with a smile, but it didn't look real. Maybe she's just not into me. Then one day she said to me, "You're having second thoughts about this, aren't you?" Huh? Why would you say that?
I don't know. I just have this feeling. You're an honest person. I can see it on your face.
I mean, I'm partially doing this for my family, yes, but I really like her too. What am I supposed to say to her? I panicked. Then, as I tried to say something,
Is that you, Miwako?
this guy came up to us and started talking to Miwako.
Who the hell is this? Your boyfriend?
Goki, leave us alone. We're on a date.
Date? Oh, good. So she does see me like that. I mean, that's not important right now. I better say something.
Wait, so he's your boyfriend, for real? But you got me!
Huh?
Miwako is marrying me! You better stay out of this!
Wait, what?
Don't listen to him. He asked to marry me, but I said no. I told you to stop bothering me.
Screw you! You know how much I love you?
I said stop! You're so selfish! That's why I said no.
Hey now, stop it, you're upsetting her.
You stay out of this, asshole!
Hey, don't talk to him like that. That's enough.
Shut up!
Come on, Miwako, let's go. I grabbed her hand and ran off. The guy seemed surprised. I guess he didn't expect us to run off like that. He started chasing us, but the light turned red right behind us. We were able to lose him.
You alright? Sorry about that.
No worries. That was Goki Suda. I grew up with him. He's been hitting on me since middle school. He's so annoying.
Sorry about him. And about what we were talking about earlier, you don't actually like me, right? I can tell. Sorry I got you involved in all this. I enjoy spending time with you. I really did. But I have a feeling that you have other motives, so it was kind of complicated. I'm not blaming you or anything, so don't worry.
I know what to say. If I try to talk my way out of this, I'll just end up hurting her even more. I decided to come clean about everything. Look, I'll be completely honest with you. I really like you. But at first, I was doing this for the family business, but now I don't care about that. I really like you.
Ryohei.
But there was something else on my mind. That's probably why you felt the way you did. The thing is, many years ago, I had a crush on this girl, and I still can't forget about her. It's been years now, but I still couldn't forget about this one girl. It's part of the reason why I never had a girlfriend. But I don't even know where she is now. I know it's pathetic, but I'm really sorry.
I see.
Like you said, I was having second thoughts. I'm really sorry.
I knew it.
Huh?
You should go after her. You shouldn't marry someone if you don't love them. If your parents say anything, just tell them you weren't interested in me. I'm damaged goods, so
Huh? What do you mean?
I got this big scar.
Then she lifted up her skirt and showed me her scar.
Pretty gross, right?
Wait, hold on. Is that... I remember this. It's her! Miwako? When did you get that scar? Was it 15 years ago at Waido River?
I think so.
15 years ago, you saved a little boy there, right?
Yeah. How did you...
That was me! You saved me! And the girl I was telling you about, it was you! I've been looking for you all my life.
I'm glad you're okay.
When I was a kid, this girl saved me from drowning, but she didn't even give me her name. I've been in love with her ever since, but I didn't even know who she was. You got that scar trying to save me. You hit that rock, I still remember.
Wait, so it was me? The girl you were talking about?
Yes, it's you!
So you're that little boy I saved?
Yes! After that, we reminisced about the good old days. Miwako and her family went to that river often. After the incident, I wasn't allowed to go there again, so I never got to see her after that. I can't believe it's you! Thank you. Thank you so much for saving me, and I'm really sorry about the scar.
Oh, no worries. I'm used to it.
But still, I feel really bad. I want to make it up to you. I'll protect you from now on. Please, will you let me do that? Miwako said it was fine, but I wasn't ready to give her up. I've been looking for you all my life.
But I'm almost 30. I'm old.
I don't care about that. I love you. Please, Miwako. A few minutes later, she finally cracked and said yes and agreed to go out with me. Then a few months later, we got engaged. The wedding was in a few months. Things were getting really busy with wedding preparations. But then one day on our way home,
I heard you two were getting married.
we ran into that guy again, Goki.
Miwako, wake up! Open your eyes! You can't marry this guy. Look at him. He's pathetic.
Stop it already. I love him, okay? I'm not marrying you, Goki. I told you this a million times already.
Fine then. Come here, you little shit! What the? Ah!
You're pretty big, but you're not very good at sports, are you? Miwako told me.
Dad, shut up, you!
She doesn't want you, okay? Get that through your head. Don't ever bother us again.
Yohei, what happened to you?
I started working out. I told you I was gonna protect you no matter what. Hey, get the cops, I'll hold him down.
All right.
Goki, if you promise never to show your face again, I'll let you go.
Dad!
That day when you came up to us, I recorded you. I got you on tape. If we go to court, you'll lose for sure.
Dad!
Don't ever show your face in front of us again, got it?
Fine.
So I let him go. He didn't put up much of a fight. Pathetic. After that, I took Miwako home. She told her grandfather about what happened. He was infuriated. She told him to let it go. But he got his lawyer and went to see Goki personally. How dare you upset my granddaughter like this? And you try to hit my son-in-law!
What? But they're not even married yet.
Shut up! Stop talking back to me!
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Hell no! I'll see your ass in court! He didn't stand a chance against her grandfather. He lost all of his savings in the case, then his parents kicked him out of the house. Until then, he worked at his father's company, but he got fired and got sent off to work for one of his relatives. Things weren't looking good for him, but oh well, good riddance.
My grandfather told me he works at some lumber mill now.
Sucks for him, but he's a pretty big guy, so I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah. Hey, I was looking at that gift for our guests. What do you think about this one?
Looks good! Man, I can't wait for the wedding. Then the big day was finally here. At first, I was only doing this for my family, but turns out she was the woman of my dreams. What are the odds, right? If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now, so I'm gonna do everything I can to protect her from now on. It was a rough couple of years, but glad everything worked out.